Hey everybody, it's Jamie Kristen from My Home Farmstead. Today I wanted to take a look back and have a little chat.
Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. Proverbs 16:24. I like to dry my own herbs and brew my own herbal teas. Today's blend is mint, chamomile, hibiscus, and some dehydrated orange peel. You guys definitely try out this blend. I think you'll really love it. I certainly do.
All right, so let's go ahead and have a little chat. So welcome to this channel. We are brand new here in the whole YouTube universe. So if you're expecting perfection, this is not the channel for you. I'm brand new to learning all about editing. I'm doing my best to, enhance my skills as I go. But I will be honest, we have been kind of roasted from the beginning. So if you are expecting perfection, warning, 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 this is not the channel for you. We're just a normal family. We don't claim to be experts in anything, but we decided that we wanted to chronicle our adventures and misadventures as we count down our days to our forever stead.
So we are just a normal blended family of 7 and our huge dog Remington, of course. We're just counting down our days to our forever stead, and as of today, we have 1,580 days to go.
So if y'all are willing to accept us, flaws and all, I would love to invite you into our home to show you a little bit more about us. So as you guys can see, I absolutely love plants. I have them all over my home. I grow not only indoors, but I enjoy gardening outdoors as well. And I can't wait to show you some of the things that I have been successful growing in my garden. So let's take a look back. So as we take this trip down memory lane, I want you guys to take 2 things into consideration. 1, we already talked about the fact that we live in the city and we are counting down our days to our forever stead. 2, we need to talk about the fact that our specific city that we live in has ordinances against in-ground growing. So we had to get creative. We decided to do container gardening and vertical gardening, and here's a clip on how we essentially built our garden and our plant risers.
This is another one of my favorite sayings. To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow, and that's exactly what we did. We decided to not wait for our forever stead and to start urban steading and grow as much as we can within our restrictions. This is the start to that process.
Together we built a place that could house our dreams, utilizing the space that we have to the best of our abilities. And let me tell you guys, nothing was more exciting than seeing our very first sprouts. Check them out. So for me, this is when things start to get really exciting. I love to pull the kids out into the backyard to help reestablish that connection and relationship that they have between food that we grow and food that we harvest. I like to grow in abundance as much as we can for not only fresh eating, but for canning as well. I do know the difference between flowers and vegetables, and I take pride in growing both of them. I'm excited that this year we're going to be welcoming more cut flowers into our garden. We've always done sunflowers, but we are doing so many different varieties this year, as you guys saw if you saw my last video on winter sowing. I will be honest and tell you guys, again, I am not an expert gardener, but I would love to share my garden and my experience with you. Who knew you could grow such tall, beautiful, and abundant corn in the city in grow bags? There's your proof, you guys. You saw my hand next to those super big ears of corn. However, we went away on a long weekend right before they were ready to harvest. They weren't quite ready to harvest before we left. We thought they would be fine over the weekend, but when we came home, the squirrels had obliterated all of them. Not only that, but the bunnies got into the garden and they ate all the head off of our broccoli and our snowball cabbage. We ended up getting smart, added some netting, and had a beautiful, plentiful harvest for the rest of the gardening season. So here's a little bit more of our harvest. Okay, so the things that we grew in our garden, and excuse me, I have to look at the list or I'm going to get confused here. We grew 2 types of kale. We grew sugar baby watermelons, 2 types of beets, carrots, garlic, 4 varieties of large tomatoes, 2 varieties of cherry tomatoes, Pontiac red potatoes, 4 types of lettuce that we got 3 cuttings on each. We grew arugula, and we also grew bell peppers. We grew jalapenos, banana peppers, pole beans, bush beans, patty pan squash, zucchini, summer squash, and butternut squash.
You guys, I misstepped again. I misspoke and said snowball cabbage when I actually meant to say snowball cauliflower, so please forgive me. And I actually left out a few varieties of things that we grew. But man, looking through all these pictures, knowing that I grew this food from seed, I could not be more proud to know that I grew healthy, good, organic, and nutrient-dense food for my family. It just makes me so incredibly happy, and the taste is phenomenal. I used to think that farmers markets were a ripoff, but man, now knowing what I know, if you're not growing it yourself, please go support your local farmers market. And I can't encourage you guys enough to get out and grow a garden yourself. So here, these are just a few things that we harvested and prepared. One of my favorite things was by far the butternut squash and acorn squash. We prepared that into soup and we canned it for later on. Another thing that we really like to do is juice. It's awesome to go out to your backyard, to snip something right off, throw it through the juicer, and just enjoy it all week long. Absolutely delicious. And again, we grew in abundance, so we made sure to put up and can. Seed saving was also something that we've really been doing a lot of. I can't encourage you guys enough to get heirloom varieties of your fruits and vegetables and to save those seeds. Another wonderful thing about seed saving was I was introduced to seed swaps and connecting with many of you that are watching this video right now. We were able to harvest our own seeds this year and get into the Homesteaders of Michigan seed swap. It was so much fun. The next thing we want to talk about are fermented foods. A lot of the things that we harvested, we turned into ferments. It was a wonderful snack that's great for your microbiome and your gut health. If you guys have never checked out fermented foods or tried them, definitely check them out. It is a tangy and delicious snack I know all of you are going to really enjoy. Don't forget about kombucha. It's a fizzy and delicious drink that's also great for your gut health. Nothing in nature blooms all year. Be patient with yourself. So if you are like me and you are new to cut flowers, go ahead and give it a whirl. This is a look back at the things that we've previously grown in our garden, like zinnias and different varieties of sunflowers. But if you guys caught my last video, you will have seen that I'm doing a bunch of new varieties of flowers that needed stratification. So I went ahead and winter sowed them, and I'm so excited to see them bloom this spring.
I also like to dry flowers and make dried flower crowns. Am I an expert? No, but am I proficient? Absolutely. So some other things that I like to do are make soaps. Check them out. My husband loves to woodwork and restore old tools. He collects a ton of them. That's why we go on all of our little adventures when he buys things off Marketplace or we go antiquing. These are all things that are going to help support our lifestyle when we get our forever stead, and it's just enjoyable. It's things that we like to do.
Welcome to the wood shop, everyone. Hubba. I know, we're strange, but if you're strange too, this might be a great channel for you. So whenever we do projects around the house, when we're trying to do home improvement to get this house ready to sell, we make sure to do it together. We're not only spouses and partners in life, but we're best friends. Like I said, do we always get along? No, but do we make it work? Absolutely.
Hope that you guys will come along on this journey, that you will be inspired by the things that we share. If you guys like this content in this video and anything else that we share, go ahead and give us a like. Give us a subscribe if you wouldn't mind. Share this video with your friends, but we would love to get feedback from you guys, positive or negative. We accept all types of criticism here because we fully admit we are not perfect, but we're sharing the things that we love with you guys, and we hope that you'll be along for the journey. Have a great day, you guys, and as always, sow seeds of love and life and in the garden too. Bye!